Alright, hello everybody and welcome to my first BeamNG.drive challenge. So on today's episode we are going to try and see if we can get this Landsdale Taxi to pretty much perform just as fast as or faster than this hot hatch over here, which is the cherrier Vivance. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure, but it is the S model, so this is pretty much the quick one of the lot. So yeah, we're gonna do about 3 runs with this. Gonna turn off the traction control so that we can pretty much try and match it up to what the Landsdale is going to be without traction control, unless if we have traction control available with it, but I don't think there's going to be a big difference. Alright, and we are off. Got a little bit of wheel spin, but we are doing this. Right, 13.3 seconds. That is not too bad. Almost 0.4. I think let's do another 2 runs. See if this car can warm up a little bit and get it up to temperature and see if it performs better or worse. So I think the tires also should warm up a little bit, considering we did a little bit of a burnout, so maybe that'll also add a little bit of grippiness, but we'll see. Alright, so we are ready to do the second run, and let's go for it and see. Once again, no traction control at all. Right, we did a 13.57, so that is pretty much the same still. So just for the kicks, I think we're gonna put it into arsenic mode, which I think is also the performance setup for this car. So this will just pretty much test to see if we can get a better time with the traction control on, but I doubt it. I'm not too sure if it's gonna be much better, but we'll see. Alright, so we don't really have to line up with the drag strip line and everything, because this timer basically just measures the time from standstill to 400 meters. Alright, now we've got that 2-step active. A little less wheel spin. Yeah, it's pretty much, I think the traction control off is actually a little bit better by the looks of it, which is actually strange. Can maybe do one more run with the sport mode and just see if that changes anything. I doubt that comfort mode would make it go faster, so let's just give it a run with this sport mode in active at the moment. Let's just back it up a little bit. Alright, let's do a final run. And the 2-step is active on 4,500 RPM. Alright, the car is nice and warm on temperature. Yeah, it's almost as if it's a little bit worse with the traction control settings turned on. So I think our benchmark should be around 13.3 seconds for the Landsdale. I'm not too sure what I'm going to have to do to that thing to get it going that fast. So I want to try and see if I can get the stock engine in it running so that it can pretty much match that time or beat that time. We might not be able to do it and have to do a engine swap, but I don't know, engine swaps in these things are actually not that easy to do, because yeah, apparently these are also available in rear wheel drive, and also I think this is a front wheel drive. But yeah, let's get a little bit of a benchmark test on this thing, which is probably going to be dead slow. There's no traction control at all, and this automatic transmission we have in here is, yeah, it's I think only the 3-speed, which is the the slowest one, in my opinion. There's no way of bringing the revs up before taking off, unless if we were to go into neutral and mash on it and just put it in drive, but that might break something. Alright, so first run is a 19.5, which is kind of slow. Alright, but yeah, let's do maybe 2 more runs and see how it goes. But I doubt that it's gonna improve the performance once the vehicle is on temperature and the tires are warmed up a bit. I don't think it's gonna make a difference, but I guess we'll find out. So let's do another run. So I did notice this drag strip has got some track bite or something on the surface over here, so the wheel spin is a little bit less than you would normally get on asphalt like that over there. Alright, but let's stomp on the pedal, and here we go. And we are off. Should actually have had a calendar to measure this thing's time to get to the 400 meters. Yeah, we are doing a little bit worse now. And I can hear our brakes are already starting to pack up. So that's maybe something we'll have to do as well. Upgrade our brakes, at least the front ones. But we'll see. I mean, we're going to try and see if we can keep this thing as stock as possible. You know, looks wise. Might remove the bench seats and stuff like that. But I don't want to go crazy with, you know, taking the bumpers off and doors and stuff like that. I still want to have it sort of street legal. So it must almost be like a sleeper. Alright, and we are off once again. I think this will be our final run for this in stock form, and then we'll go and see if we can get some modifications done and see exactly how that is going to improve the performance. Alright, 19.4. So that is, yeah, pretty much the time that we got with this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and tow this thing to the garage and then have a look and see if we can get a little bit more performance out of it. Alright, so here we are back at our garage with the car. And I'm pretty much going to, first of all, see if I can change the transmission in this. Because I'm not too sure the engine, if I do an engine swap in this thing, is it going to change my transmission? Is the car still going to run and drive? Because that just pretty much changes the engine. Now, I don't know if the drive shafts and everything will be connected as it should. So let's just have a look at how the engine sits, because I think we've still got our 3-speed automatic in this thing. Alright, so it actually fits it like that. And the 3.8. Oh, we obviously have to open the hood again. But I think this thing is much heavier than the little hot hatch we have. Alright, so that is pretty much the biggest engine we can put in. Is the 4.4 liter V8. Now, once again, this one, I don't know if this is going to work. Because I've got a feeling we've got to change our gearbox and everything. So what we'll do is we will install this engine, which is going to cost us 14 grand, which is still under the price of what the hot hatch cost us. And let's just see if this thing actually still moves. If it doesn't, we'll have to undo what we just did. Yeah, I forgot, this isn't my garage. We don't have to physically jump into the car. Alright, so it's driving. But the question is it shifting? Well, it does shift. Now, if I were to put a manual transmission in this thing, would it Would it change anything? And did we just damage something? Hopefully not. Alright, so this is pretty much the biggest engine we can fit to this thing. Alright, so that actually works. Now we just need to figure out the gearbox system, if it's gonna fix it automatically to what the engine needs. Because I do want to put in a manual transmission. So let's have a look here. We've got a 5-speed manual. I don't want to go with race stuff just yet. We'll see if that's going to be necessary. So let's go with the 5-speed manual transmission. So it does add the flywheel there. And then obviously we're going to have to change our shifter. Okay, so this is just a cover panel for the automatic shifter. And then we'll get the 5-speed manual floor shifter installed. So that's pretty much going to be a sleeper. Alright, let's just see if it does shift into gears. Well, it does move. Oh, it does change gears. Right, so we've got a 4.4 liter V8 in this thing now with a 5-speed manual transmission. So that should add a little bit of more power, but I think we're going to have to upgrade the wheels and tires because, yeah, we don't have a lot of traction in these skinny tires, but I think it's worth a shot taking it to the drag strip, maybe doing a run or two and just get a bit of a basic idea. So, yeah, let's head over there and then we'll see what it does. Alright, and here we are back at the drag strip with our tuned, well, not really tuned, it's just been, the engine has been changed in this one, and I think this nose is hanging a bit low because this engine is much heavier than the little 2.5 that was in here. But yeah, we're going to probably have tons of wheel spin, so let's see how this goes. Hey, we've got a covert racing us. Alright, we are very close. Considering we just did an engine swap and also a transmission swap. So I wonder if we change the intake on this thing maybe to a turbocharger, if that's going to give us the extra power we need to just get it down to 13 seconds. So yeah, let's maybe head back to the garage and see how that goes. Alright, so we are back to the drawing board. So I want to see now if we can actually change some of the intake parts, exhaust system, maybe stuff like that. So we've got a race exhaust we can put onto this thing. Yeah, that is going to probably help a little bit. I'm not too sure. We'll see. And then the engine management, I think, is... yeah, we can go with the stock. I mean, we don't want to go too crazy. So let's see what else we can do. What different types of intakes are there? So we've got a stock fuel injection intake at the moment. Should we go with the... yeah, this is going to cost a little bit of money. I don't think... yeah, but this should actually bring us up to that performance that we need. So I think the only problem we have now is probably going to be traction. So yeah, let's take this thing back to the racetrack and see what it does now. Alright, here we are. So we've got our sleeper taxi over here now. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to change the front suspension. It looks quite mean like that. Alright, let's see what she does now. Alright. I think maybe we, yeah, put a little bit too much juice into it now. Alright. So I think the stage 3 supercharger is maybe just a little too much. Alright, so first of all, geez, like it's going to cost us quite a bit of money, which we don't have at the moment. So what I'm going to have to do is maybe sell one of my vehicles, because I didn't plan for this. Alright, we can probably sell this ETK. It's not really something special yet. Alright, can we get this thing repaired up again? Alright, now I could have probably just put the thing back into the garage and take it out again. It should have been fixed anyway. But I think our stage 3 supercharger is a little too much for this engine, so no, I should have probably added something else. But let's see what this is going to do. Just the stage 1. Can obviously sell the other parts again. Alright, let's give it a little bit of a run again. Alright, it feels quick, but I don't know how quick exactly. Well, we've got a 15 seconds flat. Pretty much. I think what we can try and do now is maybe give it a little bit of a diet. So, yeah, let's take it back to the garage once again. Alright, so what we're going to have to do now is take out some of the parts in this thing. So what I'm going to do is maybe I'll bring you guys back up to speed once I've done this, because this is going to take me a while, because there's a lot of parts listed over here. Right, so now we have removed our rear seats, as well as the second row and third row seats has been removed. So that should shed a little bit of weight out of this thing, but I think our problem also is traction at this moment. So what I'm going to do is not worry about the dent in the door that I just kicked. So yeah, we are going to pretty much see if the front wheels, because this is obviously still front wheel drive, we can upgrade the front wheels to something a little bit more meaty. I doubt that there's going to be tires that will fit these rims that are going to give us the traction we need. So we're probably going to have to swap them out, because we currently have what, 15x7s. So we just need to look for something that can fit some wider tires actually. So those should fit some better tires, but we don't want to have the all-terrain tires on it, and we still want to try and put our hubcaps back on to keep it looking like a taxi. Let's go to the tires. Did I go past it? There we go. Race front tires, 245s. Yeah, those should work. Yeah, a little bit of a low profile. Are there better ones? I think those are the best ones we can find over here. And then can we put our hubcap back on the front? Let me see, where are the front hubcaps? It's just the thing about this list of parts. It's always hard to find the right thing you're looking for, but I don't see it here. Front bumper diff. Yeah, I think we can't fit any hubcaps to these wheels, but that's okay. We'll just say that the taxi lost its front hubcaps, which is fine. Alright, so now I want to go see if this thing is gonna still switch some rubber and see what time we get now. Alright, and here we are back on the line. We are going to see if this is going to help us a bit. We've got a lot less wheel spin. But I'm still doubtful that we are going to beat the time. Yeah, we are just a little shy of it. Ah, that is actually so close. Alright, well, I guess it's back to the drawing board once again. Right, so one more try. Now, I think the only other thing we can really do is pretty much, yeah, go with the second stage turbocharger for the intake, which I did sell the stage 3 one, so I did get some money back. I also sold all of the other old parts, so hopefully this doesn't let our engine blow up. Alright, so let's go and see. Alright, let's see if our stage 2 supercharger is going to give us the speed we need. Ah, there's a over torque risk. Might blow up the engine again. Come on, we just need to. Well, I guess that counts. 13.3. Well, we ended up blowing the engine at the end of the day, but, well, we did what we said we were going to do. We have achieved it. So this is, yeah, let's get it back to the garage. Or like they would say in the Top Gear, back to the studio. Alright, so, there we have it. So we've got a pretty much 13-second drag strip taxi over here, which has blown its engine, but we did manage to break the record that we were aiming for. So that is pretty much what you'll have to do to your taxi without doing, yeah, pretty much any major tuning and stuff like that. By tuning I mean actually fooling around with settings here and putting in different wheel offsets, tire pressures and stuff like that. So that is just pretty much parts out of the catalog that I've put into this thing, and that is the way that I managed to not beat but match the speed of my hot hatchback at the racetrack. So I think to finish this video off, we are gonna head back over there and maybe give our hot hatch another run and see how it does. Alright, and here we are. So we are just gonna give our little hot hatch another bit of a run on this drag strip. It has cooled down a bit, so let's just confirm that we have matched the time on the quarter mile with our Landsdale Taxi. Although the engine blew up, that's not what it was about. My goal was to get it at the same time as this car, which we have actually pretty much beaten. 13.47. So there you guys have it, and that is going to be a wrap for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate every view, every like, and also I want to ask, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. I will appreciate it very much. And also maybe drop some comments down below if you would like to see something else. Get me some suggestions of content we can do for BeamNG.drive, because yeah, I've actually gotten quite fond of this game and the career mode. So yeah, definitely hit me up in the comment section what you guys would like to see. But yeah, until the next time, cheerio.